welcome to Jack's Top 10. Today we'll be taking a look at the craziest things that have literally been found in the insides of animals. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Now get straight to the video. Number 10. Paperfish. It was the last month of the year 1882 and zoologist Edward Ramsay caught a massive 3-meter sunfish in the Sydney harbour. According to a 1931 study, the gigantic fish had been spotted by shipping and later somehow ran aground in black mud between vessels and the shallows. The fish was raised up to a wharf by a crane, and then the study reported that idiots began to hack it and mutilate it. Thankfully, a foreman soon stepped in and had the fish sent to an Australian museum. The fish was then gutted, stuffed, and sent to London to be exhibited in the 1883 Great International Fisheries Exhibition, after which it was donated to the London Museum. In 2016, curators performed a restoration on the insides of the fish, and they'd found the most incredible things. Some of these things included floor beams, the sweat of a wicker chain, and a fragment from the January 26, 1883 edition of the Sydney Morning Herald. Number 9. A Junkie Yard. Jumbo was a famous elephant that was part of a traveling circus in the United States. When the giant creature died, he was tragically involved in a railroad accident. It was cut open so that different body parts could be sent around the country to various institutions. And of course, when the stomach was opened, it revealed what they could only describe as an entire junkie yard's worth of scrap, which included pennies, keys, rivets, and even a police whistle. A stomach full of junk isn't Jumbo's only legacy, though even after his death, he still drew crowds. In 1889, famed showman P.D. Burnham donated Jumbo to Tufts University in Massachusetts, of which Burnham was a founding trustee and benefactor. Jumbo joined the collection of the Burnham Museum of Natural History at Tufts, taking his place as the centerpiece among other rare and valuable taxidermy creatures from the circus. Number 8. The trout with the human thumb. In 1992, a Wyoming fisherman discovered what would forever be etched in his memory. It was a severed human thumb in the stomach of trout he had just caught. What's even more surprising is that local authorities were able to trace down the owner of the thumb. Apparently, it belonged to one Robert Lindsay, who had been involved in a boating accident the year before. 2 of Robert's fingers and his thumb had been caught in a propeller, and while his fingers were found and reattached, the thumb remained missing and was never found. Number 7. A vibrator. Fisherman Bjorn Frillin was gutting a large cod that he caught one day, when he felt a sizable lump in its belly as he got in. He first found 2 semi-digested herrings, and then he pulled out a hefty orange vibrator. He had spent his whole life fishing near the waters of his town of 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞 in western Norway. But this is the first time he had ever heard of a fish swallowing discarded adult toys. According to Freeland, God eat all sorts of things, and it's very possible that the fish mistook the vibrator for a delicious cephalopod, one of his favorite foods. He said that there is a kind of multicolored octopus living in those same waters, and the fish thought the vibrator was one of them, and well, ate it. But a bigger mystery remains: how did something like that end up underwater in the first? But yeah, actually, you know what? Never mind. I don't think I want to know. Number 6. The Bomb Squid. While trying to cut up a 3-foot-long squid in order to prepare it for a sale, a Chinese fisherman had the shock of his life. He hit a live bomb with his knife. Thankfully, the bomb didn't go off, and the man was able to quickly call emergency services. Apparently, the squid had mistakenly swallowed the bomb after mistaking it for a prawn. And let's be honest, that's a pretty innocent mistake that any one of us could make, really. After the arrival of emergency services, a bomb squad removed the bomb from the bomb squid and detonated it in a controlled manner. They later confirmed that the bomb was live and could have gone off at any time. Lucky China fishermen. Number 5. Live turtles inside the crocodile. YouTube channel Wilderness Life is quite an interesting channel. Its videos usually involve surviving in the wilderness. It was on one of those hunting videos of the totally unexpected happened. The video starts with two guys stalking a small crocodile, obviously wanting to catch and eat it. They eventually caught the crocodile, but the surprise happened while they were gunning it. Out of its stomach came 3 small turtles. The amazing thing, all 3 were still alive. The croc was cooked and eaten, but no word about what happened to the 3 turtles. Number 4. The armor in the tiger shark. In the 1990s, a lot of scientists examined tiger sharks, and a lot of scientists found a lot of shocking things. In fact, the crazy things found in the stomachs of these sharks were so ridiculous and downright unbelievable that a museum had to make a special exhibition for sharks. The exhibition was called Sharks, Facts and Fantasy Exhibition and was organized by Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County, and one of the craziest items on display was an actual suit of armor. That this wasn't just bits and pieces either. It was the whole suit of armor complete with a helm. How did this suit get in the water in the first place? How was the tiger shark able to swallow it? These are questions that will remain a mystery. Number 3. An intact sea lion. Mako sharks aren't really as well known as their cousin of the great white shark, but it is a fierce predator in its own right. But that is what one mako shark did before it was caught off the coast of Southern California by some commercial fishermen. This 12-foot monstrosity last meal was a 200-pound sea lion, which was swallowed whole and remained intact in the shark's stomach until it was cut out by scientists examining the shark's diet. The sea only had one flipper missing and had the distinct puncture mark shark teeth leave behind. Other than that, it was surprisingly in one piece. Number 2. Frogs. A man in Texas had a pet frog he imaginatively named Kermit. One day, he saw his pet casually munching on the ornamental rocks that lined the bottom of his tank. Knowing the kind of behavior wasn't normal, he took his exotic pet to the vet and had him x-rayed. What they found was 30 of those ornamental stones sitting inside the frog's stomach, all of which had to be surgically removed by the vet. The frog did make a full recovery, but the owner understandably removed all rocks from his pet's tank. Number 1. The richest turtle in the land. This turtle is so rich that it could actually buy stuff, and it would be way richer than you. Here's the story of how this Thailand turtle became so rich that the weight of its collective wealth actually broke its shell. This turtle lived in a pond and made sure to mind its own business and do its own thing. However, the pond that it lived in was frequently visited by tourists, and they absolutely loved throwing coins in the pond for good luck. And the turtle in the pond absolutely loved swallowing their good luck coins. Since coins are shiny and turtles are attracted to shiny stuff, turtles munched and munched on the golden coins that visitors threw in the water. In fact, it got so bad that the turtle shell broke under the weight of the coins. Thankfully, the turtle's condition was noticed quickly and surgery was carried out on it. So there we have it, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, please click the subscribe button and give us a like. That's it. Take care and stay safe.